What's up guys, my name is Aaron, and this is going to be my review of Savage Mode by 21 Savage. This is the latest mixtape by 21 Savage. I've heard of him, kind of in the past few months. I haven't really listened to him. I've definitely heard his XXL freestyle and stuff like that, but I haven't really kind of gone in and really listened to his music. So I heard that this mixtape was executive produced by Metro Boomin. He's one of the best trap producers in the game right now. Maybe just one of the best producers in the game right now. Definitely wanted to give it a listen just to see more of the sound that he's cultivated over the past year or so. And yeah, this is definitely one of the biggest surprises of the year so far. This is a really great album. It's very icy, cold, detached trap production. It kind of reminds me if Metro Boomin's music was kind of put through, if you're reading this is too late, Drake's album, how that production is really cold and icy and stuff. Kind of like the trap version of that album. The song Feel It is really minimalistic. I really like how minimalistic that beat is. It's kind of epic and sad with the kind of synth and the piano that plays in the track. The song X, I like the kind of like Zelda flute that plays in the track, and it's really hard hitting too. The song No Heart, which is probably one of my favorite tracks of the entire year, one of the best beats of the year, hands down. I really like the gong that plays throughout the kind of epic, kind of a slow trap production. Definitely one of my favorite tracks. If you had to listen to one song on this album, I would definitely recommend that one. I love how hard hitting this tape is, but I like how kind of muted it is too, and kind of understated the production is. This is gonna be kind of controversial for a lot of people, but I really love his delivery. It's very low energy and very menacing too. Kind of reminds me of a bad guy in a movie who doesn't have to do a lot of things crazy. He's just really menacing just by his presence alone. That's definitely the vibe that I get from this album, and definitely the vibe that I get from 21 Savage. The song Savage Mode, he's kind of whispering on this really cold, detached track. The song Feel It, this one's probably one of the more emotional songs. He's almost sounds like he's about to cry on this track. I really like almost emotion that he comes on this track. He is on the teetering of crying on this track. Kind of feels like that to me. The song Mad High is really the only hype song on this mixtape, but he is on a energy scale from 1 to 10, he's probably at a 4, and that's probably the most hype he is on the album. Really low energy guy. It's definitely going to be a make or break type performance, but I really liked it. It really sold the kind of subject matter that he has, and it kind of elevated this project for me. I also love the subject matter too. It's definitely very influenced by Future, but I feel like he kind of gives kind of a more original spin to it, as opposed to, I guess, Designer, who I just feel is just blatantly just copying everything that Future's doing. The song No Heart really gets into this guy's psyche, how he treats women, how he is in the streets, and drug dealing. He's very detached and kind of callous in the song. I really like the feeling that I get from the song. The song X, he kind of talks about his feelings about his ex, how he's stunning to kind of prove that he doesn't really need this ex, kind of talking about the women that he's currently dating and stuff like that. And Future gives a pretty good performance on this track too. He's the only featured on this album, and it kind of makes sense with the kind of subject matter that this album has. And the song Feel It, it's kind of this ballad about this street relationship with the guy having to put on a front out in public and stuff, but when he's with his girl in private and stuff, he's kind of sweet and tender and stuff. I really like that you kind of get one moment of him from having a little bit more emotion and stuff. It's like Future's subject matter, but I feel he's original enough to kind of not do the same things that Future does. He's just kind of he's just a little bit different, and it makes it doesn't sound like a carbon copy of Future's music, if that makes sense. But overall, I like this mixtape a lot. This is probably one of the biggest surprises of the year to me. I really like the chilly, cold trap production. I really like it. It's really dark. I like this cool, detached delivery. It's definitely gonna be a make or break for a lot of people because he's really low energy, but I really like his performance on this album, and I liked his dark subject matter too. I really like getting into the psyche of kind of weird, callous, cold people, and this album is really good for getting that too. I would give it an 8 out of 10. This is very good to me. I would definitely recommend it if you kind of want a cold mixtape to listen to at night or something like that, because this production is really solid. It really gives off late night vibes to me. So what did you guys think? Did you like the album? Did you hate the album? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks guys. Bye.